So my name is Rebakah, and I grew up in India. So my family is from the United States, and they moved to India in the early 90s, and they settled in Mussoorie in Uttarakhand. And so I grew up living like a very healthy kind of lifestyle, eating mostly kind of local organic food. And then later on in life, after leaving Mussoorie and kind of working, I started having some more health-related issues, which caused me to become very, very interested in like health and nutrition and cooking especially. And so after spending a lot of time researching that, I was working as a computer engineer actually at the time, and I realized at one point I was spending more time like reading about food and cooking than I was on my career. And that was, I think, like sort of a wake-up call for me that I really wanted to get into the food space, because it was something that I had through eating healthy, I had started to just like feel a lot better, feel a lot healthier, have more energy, and so it was something that I wanted to share with other people. So around that time, I was planning a health food restaurant, and Fab India was working on a similar concept, and so they got to know about me, I got to know about them, and we decided that I would come and help them with the Fabcafe concept. In the beginning, it was definitely very nerve-wracking, and it's always a little stressful, but overall, it's very, like, I love being creative, and so it's an amazing opportunity for me to be creative and to share like recipes or food or spaces that I create with people all over India. So I don't feel that I faced any like direct discrimination. Overall, I think that I was very fortunate to work with people who were very open-minded and very supportive of me. But I think overall in the industry, when we first started as a company, it wasn't until we had 50-60 employees that we had hired maybe one or two other women. So I was the first, the only female in the company for first year, and then we sort of made a conscious decision to try to have more women in our company, which is something that we've actually done very well with. But I think the original assumption was that just that there's just going to be more men in the food and beverage industry. So that's the way people usually think about it. We've definitely had a lot of challenges with Fabcafe, and as we've expanded across India, there's been a lot of learning for us in handling different markets with our food and as a restaurant. But overall, I'm very satisfied with the progress that we've made. We still have a lot of work to do. I think it's really important for people to realize that, especially if you're a woman in a space that, maybe there aren't a lot of women in, that you do have a lot of customers that are women. And so your voice and your opinions are really important. And I think, like a lot of times, women do tend to second guess themselves or not speak their mind. And I think it's really important for them all to know that their opinions really matter and are very valuable to the market. And so they should just, like get themselves out there and be confident.